What if I told you that saying just 3 simple du'as could transform your entire life? Imagine a power so great that it can turn despair into hope, darkness into light, and hardship into ease, all through a few heartfelt words whispered to Allah. Dua, the act of calling upon Allah, is not just a ritual. It is your direct line to the most merciful, the one who listens to every plea. When life feels overwhelming, when problems seem impossible to solve, dua becomes your strongest weapon, your deepest refuge. Let me share with you a story from right now. Amidst the chaos of war-torn Syria, a family sits in a small, damaged home. Their city is ravaged by conflict, their future uncertain. Yet each day, despite the bombs and hunger, they raise their hands in dua, believing that Allah's mercy will reach them. And slowly, help arrives. Neighbors bring food, medical aid comes, and hope blossoms where despair once reigned. Their unwavering faith in dua changed their story. This is not just a recent miracle. The Qur'an is filled with stories of answered prayers. Take Prophet Yunus, Jonah, who found himself trapped in the belly of a whale, isolated and hopeless. But when he called out, La ilaha illa anta, subhanaka inni kuntu minat dhalimin. There is no deity but you, glory be to you. Truly, I have been among the wrongdoers. Allah heard his dua and delivered him from the darkness. Now, before we dive into these 3 powerful duas that can change your life, I want you to take a moment and type Ameen in the comments if you truly believe in the power of dua. And while you're at it, share with us. What is a dua that has touched your heart or changed your life? Your story might inspire someone else today. Before starting this video, don't forget to like this video because it gives us a lot of strength to continue sharing beneficial content. And I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell to stay informed of our next publications on the Islamic faith. Share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you think. Thank you and good video. Explanation of Dua 1 and its power. Let's begin with the first dua, simple yet powerful. Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, which means Allah is sufficient for me. There is no deity except Him. These words carry immense weight. When you say this dua, you're declaring that Allah alone is enough for you. No matter what trials or fears surround you, your reliance is on the one who created the heavens and the earth. This dua instills a deep trust in Allah's sufficiency, removing anxiety and replacing it with peace. To understand the power of this dua, listen to this real story from the heart of a refugee camp in Bangladesh. Rohingya families, displaced and living in uncertainty, often face extreme hardship, scarce food, no shelter, and relentless fear. Yet many repeat this dua daily. One woman shared that saying, Hasbi Allahu, kept her grounded during moments when everything seemed lost. She said, even when we had nothing, this dua reminded me that Allah's help is enough. It gave me strength to keep going. Slowly, aid organizations arrived. Medical help improved, and the community began rebuilding. This dua was their anchor. This isn't the first time Allah's sufficiency has been proven. Remember the story of Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him? When he was thrown into the blazing fire by his people for refusing to worship idols, he did not panic. Instead, he trusted Allah completely, saying, Hasbi Allahu, in his heart. Allah's mercy was so great that the fire became cool and safe for him, a miracle only possible because he put his absolute trust in Allah. This dua reminds us that no matter how dire the situation, whether you feel overwhelmed by debts, illness, or loneliness, Allah is truly enough for you. You don't need to fear when your trust is placed in Him. Now, I invite you to say this dua with full conviction right now. Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. If you truly trust Allah as your sufficiency, comment trust below. And please, share a moment when trusting Allah helped you through a challenge. Your story can inspire someone else struggling today. Remember, relying on Allah doesn't mean giving up action. It means acting with full faith that whatever the outcome, Allah's plan is best. So say it often, believe it deeply, and watch how your heart finds peace. Explanation of Dua 2 and its power. Now let's move to the second dua, a heartfelt plea from the depths of weakness. Rabbi inni maghlubun fantasir, which means, My Lord, I am overpowered, so help me. This dua is powerful because it shows the strength in admitting our limitations. We live in a world filled with pressures, whether mental, physical, or emotional, and sometimes we feel completely overwhelmed. Acknowledging this weakness is not a sign of failure, but a step towards healing. By turning to Allah and asking for His help, we open the door to relief and mercy. Let me share a recent story from someone battling a dark personal struggle. A young woman in London was battling depression, feeling trapped in despair. One night, feeling utterly alone, she whispered this dua, Rabbi inni maghlubun fantasir. She repeated it slowly, sincerely. Over time, with prayer and seeking support, she began to see light breaking through her darkness. She said, That dua reminded me that I'm not alone. Allah's help is just a call away. Her story is one of many showing that sincere dua can be a source of immense comfort and strength. This plea for help echoes the story of Prophet Musa, Moses, peace be upon him. When faced with the tyranny of Pharaoh's forces, Musa turned to Allah and asked for aid, showing his human vulnerability despite being a chosen prophet. Allah answered his call, granting victory and saving his people. My Lord, indeed I am, for whatever good you would send down to me, in need. Qur'an 28:24. This dua reminds us that no matter how overpowering the challenge, Allah's help is near. It encourages us to be honest about our struggles and to reach out to the most merciful. Right now, I invite you to repeat this dua 3 times, with full sincerity. Rabbi inni maghlubun fantasir. If you need Allah's assistance today, comment help below. And please share, how has asking for Allah's help changed a difficult moment in your life? Your story could give hope to someone who feels overwhelmed. Remember, calling out to Allah in your weakness is a sign of true faith. Don't hesitate to ask, because Allah loves those who turn to Him in need. Explanation of Dua 3 and its power. Finally, let's explore the third dua, one that beautifully combines the spiritual and practical needs of our lives. Allahumma inni as'aluka rizqan tayyiban wa ilman nafi'an, which means, O Allah, I ask you for good and halal provision and beneficial knowledge. This dua teaches us the importance of seeking not just any provision or knowledge, but pure lawful sustenance and knowledge that benefits both this life and the hereafter. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, this dua reminds us to ask for what truly nourishes our soul and body in a way pleasing to Allah. To see this dua's power, consider the story of Ahmed, a young man in Egypt who struggled financially after losing his job. Despite the challenges, Ahmed committed to making dua daily, asking Allah for halal sustenance and knowledge that could help him improve his skills. Alongside his prayers, he worked tirelessly to learn new trades and kept his faith strong. Over time, through Allah's mercy and his persistence, Ahmed found a stable job in a halal business and started helping his family again. He says, "This dua gave me hope and kept me honest in my efforts. I learned that relying on Allah for halal blessings changes everything." This dua echoes the story of Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him, whose journey was marked by patience and trust in Allah's provision. Despite being betrayed, imprisoned, and forgotten, Yusuf never lost faith. Allah blessed him with knowledge and a high position, allowing him to provide for his family and save Egypt from famine. His story teaches us the importance of combining dua with effort, trusting Allah to open the doors of halal rizq, sustenance. By asking for rizqan tayyiban, good, pure provision, and ilman nafi'an, beneficial knowledge, you are inviting blessings that enrich your life and bring you closer to Allah. Now I encourage you to say this dua daily with sincerity. Allahumma inni as'aluka rizqan tayyiban wa ilman nafi'an. If you are ready to receive Allah's blessings, comment blessed below. And please share your story. How has halal provision or beneficial knowledge transformed your life? Your experience might be the encouragement someone needs today. Remember, dua paired with honest effort and trust in Allah's plan can change your life in ways beyond imagination. Deepening the subject. The science and spirituality of dua. Beyond its words, dua holds a profound spiritual and psychological power that transforms the heart and mind. When we turn to Allah in dua, we open a channel of hope, resilience, and patience, a connection that nourishes our soul in ways nothing else can. Studies in psychology have shown that prayer and spiritual practices can reduce anxiety, increase feelings of peace, and improve overall mental health. Dua is not just asking. It's surrendering to a higher power, releasing the burdens we carry, and trusting that help will come. This act cultivates patience in hardship and strengthens the heart against despair.
The Qur'an beautifully reminds us,
"And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:186. This is a promise that Allah is always close, listening and ready to answer our calls. Let me share a recent story that shows the power of collective dua. During the global COVID-19 pandemic, countless communities faced fear, loss, and isolation. Yet, many found strength by coming together in dua, virtually, in homes and in mosques, seeking Allah's mercy and protection. In places like Indonesia and Turkey, communal prayers and dua sessions helped people feel united and hopeful amid uncertainty. This spiritual resilience gave them the strength to endure and care for one another, demonstrating the power dua has to heal hearts and societies. This is why dua is more than words. It is a lifeline. Whether facing personal struggles or global crises, turning to Allah fosters a hope that renews itself each time we call. If you know someone who needs to hear this message about the power of dua, tag them now. Let's spread this light together. And if this message inspires you to keep praying, comment hope below. Your commitment to dua can bring peace not only to you, but to those around you. As we come to the close, let's quickly remember the 3 powerful duas we explored today. Each one a key to unlocking Allah's mercy and blessings in your life. First, Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, a declaration that Allah is sufficient for you, just as Prophet Ibrahim trusted Allah when he was cast into the fire. This dua anchors you in unwavering trust, even in the hardest times. Second, Rabbi inni maghlubun fantasir, a humble cry for help, just like Prophet Musa's plea before facing Pharaoh. This dua reminds us that admitting our weakness and asking for Allah's assistance brings relief and strength. Third, Allahumma inni as'aluka rizqan tayyiban wa ilman nafi'an, a prayer for halal provision and beneficial knowledge, inspired by the patience and trust of Prophet Yusuf. This dua encourages us to seek blessings that nourish both our bodies and minds in pure ways. These duas are more than words. They are lifelines. Practice them daily with sincerity and conviction. Watch how your heart changes, how challenges become easier, and how hope springs anew. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, family, and community. Spread the blessings of dua far and wide, because everyone deserves to experience the power of turning to Allah. Now we want to hear from you. Which dua impacted you the most? Comment 1, 2, or 3 and tell us why. Your story might encourage someone else to find their own path to Allah's mercy. Before we go, let's make a powerful dua together. O Allah, bless all those watching this video with ease in their struggles, increase their faith, provide for their needs, and grant them peace in their hearts. Ameen. Thank you for being here today. Remember, dua is your direct connection to the Most Merciful. Never stop calling upon Him. If this video was helpful to you, please share it with your loved ones and leave a comment to tell me what you learned. Your support helps a lot to spread the message and grow this community. Barakallahu fikum.